2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as
Let's meet you at the other goal.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. The last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers picking up the loss in that outing against Atlanta.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Bagley is out there with Carter. And there's Money. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. Here's Wood. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Wood's got his second bucket of the night.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
From the arc, another 3 for Atlanta.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead. That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Left side, Curry. Cavaliers with the rebound. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
Well, certainly it wasn't their best night shooting the basketball. What you have to do is now put it aside and get focused for the next one.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, and Tristan Thompson, someone who has fallen off greatly in production, Doris, the last few seasons.
Right. Tristan Thompson at his best is a guy who scores efficiently, but really his defense and rebounding are what he's got to hang his hat on.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
Curry kicks to Doncic. And there's the pass to Wood. 6 to shoot. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Curry looking around. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Hawks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the technical free throw is good.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
On defense, Cleveland trailing here by 8. Doncic kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. Over Sexton. Atlanta again missing.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Pass to Clarkson. Tipped away. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Love, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. Sexton with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Clarkson, that ball's great assist by Love.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Curry dishes to Doncic. Back to Curry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock reset for Cleveland. And that one's good. Love.
From the moment he entered the league, Kevin Love has been one of the top offensive rebounders in the NBA. Simply tenacious.
Here's Wood. 5 points in the game. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Over to the wing. Here's Sexton with the second effort, and the layup good by Love.
Well, I think it's always solid execution to get Kevin Love a look on the interior. This guy can score in so many different ways in that space.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic passes to Carter. Kicks to Bagley. That one goes. Count it. Bagley's got 8 points.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Here's Love. No good with the elbow jumper. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
And so here's Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Wood Plumlee out there with Bagley. Then there's Doncic, and it's Curry in at the point guard. Now here is Smith, just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Doncic, and it's Smith missing.
He does everything right except drain the shot. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers last year won by virtue of their offense. There were times when they're making that three-point shot that they simply could overwhelm people. And let's remember, they had LeBron James on their roster as well. And when you've got LeBron, you've got a chance.
Here's Smith following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Love. Outside for Korver. Here's Hill. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Well, George Hill has always had a beautiful jumper, and this mid-range just as solid as the long range.
And with the Cavs and their offense last year, Doris, they would attack from outside.
Well, you think back, LeBron would attract so much attention that shooters would get all the space necessary to knock down shots. It's why the team was 4th in the NBA in percentage of shots attempted beyond the arc. When you live by the 3, you die by the 3. But more often than not, it has worked out well for the Cavs.
And it's Smith missing. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Bagley. Rebound by Smith. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out to Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Oh, good with the triple. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against the 76ers.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
Here's Hill following the basket by Mason Plumlee. High arcing shot. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Hill.
I like when George Hill goes to the floater. That is not an easy shot, but he's worked on it.
Curry kicks to Doncic. Back to Curry. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. A player who can calm down a team in a very interesting intersection in a game is a valued commodity. And Doris, you see a lot of these players every game in the league that have that quality.
You do, and you could go across any number of organizations. I would begin with Chris Paul, who has the ability to hit big shots, either on his own ability to break a defender down or to find the right person to create that opportunity. Sean Livingston of the Golden State Warriors and Andre Iguodala of the Golden State Warriors are 2 what I like to call stabilizers. And then the other great guy, of course, we have to include him in every conversation, is LeBron James, because he can dictate the outcome of a game on a possession-by-possession basis.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Atlanta. Redick comes in for money. Here's Korver. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And stolen by Love. Hill has the open look. Cleveland the rebound. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
2 shots.
And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
2 shots.
That one is off.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Curry. A 24-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Now here's Redick. Here's Doncic. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
The Hawks leading by 10. Outside Curry. Tires from deep. Not going to go that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. Korver finds Clarkson. Looking for Korver. He gets it there. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Nance. Over Plumlee. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Osman comes in for Kyle Korver. Atlanta also making some changes here. Carter, he's checked in for Plumlee. Carter comes in for Doncic. And Jones subbed in for Steph Curry. Jones kicks to Carter. Jones against Hill. Jones, the pass to Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love. For Atlanta, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
30 seconds left now here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hill finds Love. In the corner, it's Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Clarkson's got 5 now.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Redick with the 3. Drills it from outside. And the Hawks lead by 13. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Atlanta was looking great right away. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game triggered a 12-2 run to start things off. They kept up enough momentum to close out the first quarter with a 6-point lead. Then in the second quarter, they made some tweaks to the game plan and really heated up on offense, finishing the half up by 13. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Cavaliers trail by 13, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 3. Now, here's Clarkson after the miss from Stephen Curry.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. A baseline J. Doncic, no good. Now Cleveland shooting at 46%, making some buckets. The open look here for Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. From deep three-point range. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Doncic kicks to Bagley. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep, another 3 for Atlanta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Timeout called, Cleveland. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's Sexton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Sexton. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Curry kicks to Carter. Over Thompson, in Atlanta again with the bucket.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Sexton with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. A 3-ball. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 9. He kicks to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And here we go. Stops, pops, and again it's Atlanta.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
To halt the run, connects from 3-point range. Sexton's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Wood. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Doncic. Curry kicks to Bagley. For 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Now here's Love. To the paint. Here's Clarkson. Got a hand on it. Here's Bagley. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Osman kicks to Sexton. The shot misses. Curry with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 17. And that one comes up a bit short. Clarkson taking his time here. Over in the corner, Osman. Goes up on the wing. Carter pulls it in. Atlanta's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And that one drops.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now, here's Sexton. 12 points for him. Here's Love. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Doncic. Finished off the break. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 6. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Cleveland moving it around. Nance once again off the mark by Cleveland. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hawks lead by 21. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Atlanta, Miles Plumlee out there with Plumlee. Then there's Carter. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Korver against Redick. It's stolen by Korver. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Korver's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight, Kevin. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
Here's Plumlee. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 18. To the inside. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Smith. And it's 6 points for Hill.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pat to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Nance dishes to Korver. Over Jones. They get the rebound. Thompson, stolen by Carter. Redick against Smith. Outside, Jones. Plumlee, the pass to Jones. Back to Plumlee. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Carter missing. The Cavaliers trail by 18. The 9-foot shot. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, you can tell that guy knows how to create separation and get a shot off. JR, so good at that.
Jones kicks to Plumlee. The dish to Carter. The shot from the low post is good.
Timeout.
And the Hawks lead by 18. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Doncic is checked in for Vince Carter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Hill finds Korver. It's back to Hill. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Korver. Buries it from 3-point range. Korver's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is Korver's game, right? A phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. You know he's ready to fire on the catch.
Hill, no good.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Here's Plumlee.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Hill passes to Korver. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 9 points for Kyle Korver.
Well, this is the specialty of young Mr. Kyle Korver. He has made a living due to the fine shooting skills.
Atlanta calls timeout. George Hill, the veteran point guard, Doris, still a factor on both ends of the floor.
Well, he's a knockdown shooter from 3-point territory, George Hill, and he's physical and tough on opposing guards.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's check in for Nance. Jordan Clarkson comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Sexton in for Hill. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 17. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. It's stolen by Bagley. To the middle, here's Carter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hawks lead by 19.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team. You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he can knock it down, and he does.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance.
Stop it! Well, a performance worthy of an all-time great, and I think at this point we're comfortable putting that label on Stephen Curry.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Curry. And Sexton slams it in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Got that one up quick.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Nance comes in for Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Curry.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
Down.
Shot clock at 2. Here's Sexton. And again, it's Cleveland.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
Love outside. Oh, Nance in position. Here's Bagley. And again, it's Atlanta.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin to come into an opponent's building. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Dort.